Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mark Sip and Sisters. We have had a few comments about the toilet etiquette one, so we are going to do a second episode about some new things that we have come up with. So Lisa, do you want to start with that?
Yeah. So recently, should we talk about the recent concert we were at first? This is where I was going
yes,
with that.
let's talk about that.
So recently we were at another concert. So if you listened to some of our last episodes, one of them was about concerts. So we were at the concert. It was like an intermission between artists. And so Tracy and I decided to go down and get a drink and go to the bathroom. Well, we were going to go to the bathroom and then get a drink. But we saw the drink guy, so we thought we had to get the drink first because they're hard to find at the venue.
They're very hard.
Especially when we get the cheaper seats and sit on the level 3. And these drinks, you can only find these lemonade vodkas for some reason on the first or second floor. So we have to get our drinks first. And then against all of Tracy's will, we take these drinks to the bathroom with us.
Oh, that's just disgusting. I don't know how I did this.
So we're in line in the bathroom waiting because, of course, all of the rest of the ladies decide that it's bathroom time as well. So we're standing there in line with our drinks, sipping them. And Tracy's still going on about how I can't believe we're taking our drinks to the bathroom. This is disgusting. So we're coming up with a plan. And this gal in front of us is listening to us. And she is dying laughing because she turns around and she agrees with you, Tracy.
Yeah, she thinks everybody... She's a teacher, I think she said.
No, this one was...
was a nurse.
No, she was a dental hygienist.
Oh.
You were so wrong.
So close.
The one in front of her that was listening was a teacher.
Oh, gotcha.
And she was dying laughing at the conversation.
And she didn't think you should have to put your toilet lid down. But the one lady we originally talked to
the dental hygienist, she was all about putting the toilet seat down and having it be so you don't get the poopsicles. Because then you started telling her about poopsicles.
Yeah.
And
how they can get on your toothbrush.
And how they can get on your toothbrush. And then she totally agrees with being this dental hygienist that, yes, she agrees. She wishes that she's the one that even said she has her kids.
Yeah.
Her 4-year-old or whatever the kid was, to put the toilet seat down at their house. Like, she's got this kid trained. But the gal in front of her, the teacher gal, she was laughing so hard at this that she's lucky she didn't have pants. She was laughing so hard.
Yeah, the line was so big.
The line was long. So we were waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And finally, it gets closer to our turn. And we decide that, because I was in front of you, I was going to go first and you were going to hold the drinks.
Yep.
And then I came out and then I was going to take the drinks. But then by that point, I have already flushed the toilet with my foot and opened the door to come out. So then I had you put the drinks on that little ledge.
Yeah.
So that then you could go in and go to the bathroom.
Then somebody
was trying to take our drinks. Well, they were like, haha, funny, I'm going to take your drinks. But they didn't. And then you went. So it ended up being okay. But we had our straws sticking out of our cups, Tracy.
I know. That was the part that was bothering me because you don't take drinks to the bathroom. When you worked in a restaurant, you see everything that comes out of bathrooms. It's terrible. And sorry women, but you are the most disgusting in a lot of places. So
oh, that might be a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, so the one lady agreed with me and the other lady really didn't say.
She didn't say a lot, but she was laughing because I think she experiences this on a daily basis.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because she had she taught a younger grade, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
So she totally got where we were coming from when we were talking about this whole bathroom etiquette and poopsicles and whatnot, that it was gross.
It is gross.
But this dental hygienist, she then went on to say about how she's like, we can't even get like plumbers to put the toilet seat down. She goes, we had plumbers come into the office the other day and she's like, they couldn't even put the seat down.
How terrible is that? It's not that hard to close the damn toilet seat.
Well, if you're not used to it, again, I guess it might be harder than you think.
Well, you need to get used to it because it's gross if you don't.
Well, it is. Well,
I still haven't convinced
because
somebody.
I don't do that.
Yeah, I still haven't convinced her.
Yeah.
But after we aired the first episode, I noticed your son Caden had started putting the toilet lid down on the toilet. But
down
then,
in the basement.
Just recently, I've noticed he just leaves both of them up.
Yeah.
So he converted back to normal. He couldn't get used to it.
He could not get used to.
But he did a good job. Down.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to say this. I'm clearly saying this, to everybody here. There's times when I go to the bathroom at your house, and I'll get up from going to the bathroom and then I'll tuck my tank top in and I'll button my pants or whatever, and then I'll flush the toilet and then I'm like, crap, put the lid down. So as it's flushing, I put the lid down.
It's already got on my toothbrush.
I'm really concerned about your 98-cent toothbrush.
Yeah. I should switch it every other day just because it could get poopsicles on it.
Yeah.
For 98 cents, you can afford a lot of toothbrushes.
Yeah. You should maybe think about getting a cover for your toothbrush.
Yeah, I've been thinking about putting it in
the closet.
Cabinet. Yeah, I'm too lazy for that.
Yeah, that would be way too far to have to get it out.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because we have a big closet.
And you don't know what's upstairs in that attic. Because that closet goes upstairs to the attic. And you could have mouse sickles up there.
I think there's somebody living up there.
You hear things?
I hear things.
Yeah, you hear things on a daily basis.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's a different topic.
Okay, so when we did bathroom etiquette, the first one that we did, we had a few comments about hand dryers versus like the air dryers versus a paper towel holder.
Oh, and I have an opinion on that.
I can only imagine you do. We need to hear this.
Okay, so if the paper towel holder thing is one you have to turn, absolutely not.
What happens if it has a handle on it and you have to do the handle?
No. You go to the air dryer.
I
use my elbow to push the air dryer on.
Well, you just have to put your hand under and it kicks on.
Some of them you have to push a button, don't you?
Well, I've never been.
That must have been an old time thing.
Must have been an old time thing.
But yeah, so I use those.
Okay.
But if there's not a thing where you have to turn to get the paper towels to come out, I use those. Even though using the air dryer is more beneficial for the earth. So maybe I should start doing that.
You should probably just use more beneficial for the earth.
But I'm not touching.
So if paper towel is my only choice and you have to use the knobby thing, that's a problem. Like you use the knobby thing. If it has a handle that you have to push down, like you were saying, yeah, I use my elbow.
Yeah.
And then dry my hands.
Yeah, I don't know.
Those fancy new, like some of them now have like
They're super.
That high-tech brand in there.
They like blow your hair around while you're doing it.
I mean, I could probably dry my hair in half the time that I would normally dry it.
Yeah.
In that sucker, because it's blasty.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's blasty. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then on that note, like, so you're definitely going air dryer over paper towel.
Yes.
If at all possible.
Yeah.
Or an elbow.
An elbow to the paper towel if I have to.
Because you can't get your foot up that high.
No, I cannot.
Yeah. So then on that note, when you're leaving the bathroom, how do you get the door open?
Sometimes I leave the paper towel in my hand and open it.
Okay.
Some of the doors nowadays have those foot ones on them where you can open with your foot, use your butt, and get out.
But what happens if you've used the hand dryer?
Yeah, I touch it, I guess. So that's... But don't you think everybody leaving there washes their hands?
You would hope so, but I guarantee you not everybody does.
Yeah, kids, I've had experience. Kids do not unless you tell them to.
I'm pretty sure there's adults that don't, Tracy.
That's gross.
Let's be real here.
Yeah, you have to wash your hands, everybody.
Well, you do, but there might be some people out there that don't. I mean, I hope to God
Maybe there's a reason they don't.
Maybe they're allergic to the hand soap.
But you can still rinse them underwater.
Maybe they have really dry hands. Remember that one time that you had really dry hands and we told you just to don't overwash?
Yeah.
So there could be...
But I didn't listen to that.
Circumstances where they can't do that.
That's true.
So I do like the restrooms that have the little foot thing.
I do too.
And you just put your foot on the door and then like pull it open that way.
You don't have to touch a thing.
You don't have to touch a thing. But how many places really? They're few and far between. I think you find them more at like convenience stores.
Yes, that's just what I was going to say. Gas stations.
Yeah. I feel like they're there more than they are like any other place.
Shopping centers or something like that. Yeah, I totally agree.
But most like, like you go to a mall, which is there a mall related around now? You can just walk in, walk out with no door. Like you can do that. But like if you go to like a main store, you might have to open a door into that store.
True. But then, so that brings up another thing. So when you open that door, do you use the hand you wipe with, or do you use the opposite hand? Because then if you use the hand you open the door with to wipe, that could be gross. I've never thought about that until just now, Lisa.
But are you talking about the door to the stall?
No, both. Door to the stall and the door into the bathroom. You have to touch it with one hand or the other. Which hand do you use?
Oh, to go in.
Yeah.
To go into the bathroom. Well, I'm right-handed, so probably majority of the time I'm going to use my right hand.
Probably. I don't know. I tend to use my left hand a lot more than my right hand.
We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Because you're right-handed, but you said you only can paint left-handed.
Our mom's left-handed, so we got trained on a few things left-handed.
Well, yeah.
I did. I don't know about Lisa.
So, but I would probably open it with my right hand.
So my thing is it depends on what side the door handle's on. If it's on the left-hand side, I'll use my right hand. If it's on the right-hand side, I'll use my right hand. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I was just going to say you might be weird.
Yeah, well, we already know that. But
you might have fallen a little funny from the tree.
Do you want to know what I found I went to a birthday party at a lodge, and I went into the bathroom. I was kind of sketchy because it wasn't a very nice, it was nice, but it wasn't fancy nice.
Okay. Oh, so like lodge, you mean
like moose, eagles,
elks, one of those
like
lodges.
Yeah.
Okay, for a birthday party, yeah.
And so I go in to go to the bathroom. Oh my goodness. They have curtains on the bathroom stalls. At first, I'm like, oh my goodness, they're going to be able to see me through the cracks of the shower curtain. Because you know how you can't always get it right next to the wall because it always slides.
Yeah.
So I go to the bathroom, I pull up my pants, shut the lid, and pull the shower curtain back, flush and run. That is the answer to not getting pee or poopsicles on you. Every place needs to put shower curtains in.
As a door.
As a door. It saves so much money.
But could you imagine being in a more public setting than a lodge? And,
no.
like a big shopping area. And some kid has to go potty so bad they walk in, they whip that shower curtain open, and you're sitting down with your pants down.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. I was just excited about not getting poop and pee-sickles on me.
Because you had a shower curtain.
Because I could open the shower curtain before I flushed.
But what if it's on the shower curtain?
I don't care. I touch up top and pull it back.
Well,
and then I run and wash my hands.
But you said that last time that they could fly. Poopsicles can.
They can, but once I flush it and run out, it doesn't bother me. It's not. But yeah, so I think that's
so
cool.
You're still gonna say that a shower curtain is the answer.
I agree. I think they need to have shower curtains. There's got to be a way to attach them or to be able to shut them so people can see that you're in there. There's got to be something. I'm sure somebody's invented something.
Well,
I mean, I'll invent something.
Okay, so at one of our restaurants here in town, they have like several stalls in there, maybe 15 or whatever.
Yeah.
And when you close your door, and I don't know if it activates it when you sit down or when you close your door and you're in there.
Oh, yeah.
There's a light bulb that comes on, like white light, red light. I don't know what kind of light it is. But there's a light that comes on the ceiling above your stall.
So everybody needs to install those. You pull the shower curtain over and push a button when you pull it over, and that's...
But what if you have to go to the bathroom so bad you forget to push a button?
No, when you close the shower curtain, it does something.
It activates something.
Yeah.
Because I've always wanted to figure out, like when you go into this bathroom at this restaurant and it has the light above it, what activates the light to turn on?
Yeah.
I don't think it's when you shut the door. I think it has something to do with where you stand in front of the toilet to sit down, or if you sit down.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I've always wondered that too.
But I mean, the guys are sitting right here. Guys, do they have that in the men's? Do you know what we're talking about? HP?
Yeah, they have that in the men's.
They have the lights.
Yeah. So
then it has to be when you...
I've always assumed it was just like motion activated or something.
Oh, I didn't think that.
So that could work with a curtain.
Yeah. You could put those in.
You go in there, you close it, light sensors. It turns on. You are good to go.
Yeah, I think that's what needs to be done.
I mean, that's pretty clever. Like, whoever thought of that in there, that's kind of smart, I will say.
Yeah, maybe we need to figure out how to get them in every bathroom. Find somebody to give us a grant or something.
Yeah. Or you need to invent something else. Because you were going to invent a human poop bag at one time.
I was, but somebody got to it before I did.
I know. It took you too long to figure this out.
I don't know why.
What was the problem?
I don't know.
No. Because that would have been perfect. Yeah.
It would have, because you need it sometimes, like when you're somewhere where you need to poop or pee and there's no place to go. Like when we go hiking, sometimes people, especially after you eat, sometimes people get diarrhea and need to poop. Then you poop in the middle of the woods. Then they find your DNA. Then you get arrested.
And how do you wash your hands and not get poopsicles?
Hand sanitizer.
Well, how do you not get poopsicles?
Hand sanitizer has alcohol in it. It takes care of it.
But
you don't flush.
But what if the poopsicle still...
No, it's only in the toilet.
From the...
It's only in the toilet.
From the flushing.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Because you may have did this before.
I may have.
So your DNA is probably out there, and out there there's probably someone looking for you.
Oh, good. We won't say what state it was in, so that way nobody comes after me.
Okay, well, we will say it was not in Iowa where we live.
No. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's plenty of times where you're somewhere and you need to go to the bathroom. Guys can pee in anything. They can pee in a pop bottle. They can pee in a can. They can pee anywhere. We can't do that because we don't have aim. Do you have good aim?
I might.
Well, I don't. Because I've peed in a cup before. I do not.
Okay, like when you've gone to the doctor.
Yes.
I hope. Okay.
Yes. So
guys have it pretty easy.
I think so. Guys, opinion.
But so then what do they do when they go to the urinal? How are they not going to get pee-sicles in a urinal?
Because I don't know how a urinal works.
Well, you still have to flush it.
They're still going to get pee-sicles in.
Yeah, they're going to get pee-sicles because there's no lid.
And it's wide open. Good thing we don't have urinals in our houses. I don't. I never will now.
Could you imagine the pee-sicles you would get from a urinal? Oh my God.
How do you guys get away from those fast enough to not get them on you?
And I don't think you can pick your foot up that high and flush with your foot.
God, no. No, we're not gymnasts, so no.
I guess I don't know. I can't picture. I know what a urinal looks like, but I can't picture how high they handle. Is it like up on the top?
Well, if you think, Tracy, they're standing, so the urinal is probably this high, so the handle is probably...
It's 4 to 5 feet off the ground. It's like up here.
No. It's as tall as me then.
It's in here, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not getting a foot up there.
Yeah, you're not getting a foot up there. Huh.
Yeah.
I never even thought about urinals. Good thing I'm not a man.
I mean, that's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
With that.
But sometimes, they do have toilets in men's bathrooms. So they could go in there and pee and do the lid thing. But most public bathrooms don't have lids. So.
But do them trill. Oh, they don't have the lid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I know where you're going with that. I was thinking that it was... I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't.
That's your problem.
That's my problem. That's what Rich would say.
Yeah.
You weren't thinking. That's your problem.
Your head was in a suitcase.
Yeah. Duffel bag.
Oh, duffel bag. Sorry.
Get your head out of the duffel bag, because that's where it was. Yeah. Do you have anything else that you need to throw in? Because you always think of something else afterwards that you're like, oh, I wish I would have said that.
No, we talked about hand and paper towels. We talked about the concerts and our drinks.
Don't take drinks into bathroom.
No, I don't know where I got that from. I learned that from somebody. And they're right. It's disgusting to take a drink in there. Mm-hmm. And then we talked about...
We wish more people had...
shower curtains.
Little footy things on...
the bathroom doors.
The door.
Yes.
Because if you have an air dryer, then you can't open it. I mean, if you had long sleeves on, I do that.
That's what I do too. But then you have to go home and wash your sweatshirts.
Yeah, because now you have somebody else's germs that probably didn't wash their hands on your sweatshirt.
Yeah, and sometimes I wear my sweatshirts 2 days because I don't wear them for very long. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I do use my long sleeve to open the door. But now it's getting summer, that's going to be an issue.
That's going to be a problem.
We'll
now
see.
You're going to have to start using your bottom of your shirt.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That won't touch me because I always wear a tank top underneath my shirts.
True. So then you won't get anything on there. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I don't.
Okay, so
do you have anything?
I can't really think of anything else. Like I'm thinking that this was a good follow-up to the first bathroom etiquette, because we did, like we said, we had some questions on our socials, and we wanted to follow up with this because I kind of think a lot of people really liked our bathroom etiquette.
Yeah.
And we Tracy, I know sometimes, I shouldn't even say sometimes, most of the times, you don't like to listen to the podcast.
I have not listened to any of our podcasts.
No, that's not true. I made you listen to one.
One. Because I don't like to listen to I don't like my voice, so I can't listen to it.
Okay. Well, did you know then, if you don't listen, well, it wasn't really on the podcast, but it was on our socials. Did you know that we have a new CEO?
Oh, I did see that.
Yes. So if you guys have not followed us on your favorite socials yet, follow us, because our producer Chris has been posting pictures. We have a new 7-year-old CEO.
And today's her birthday.
Today is her birthday. And we are talking about my dog Lacey, because you should see some of the pictures. One of the pictures is she is trying to sit at the table and reach the microphone, but Aunt Tracy has a rule: no dogs on the table.
It doesn't work at their house, though.
So she was trying really hard not to reach the microphone. So if you don't follow us on socials, we are on there. Search Mark Sippin' Sisters. You will find us. We would love for you to follow us. We would love for you to
share our posts.
Share our posts that our producer posts.
We're recently going to be putting up some videos that we have, so you can check those out. Yes,
check out our videos. Check out our posts that we post. Feel free to reshare our podcast. Maybe you've got some friends out there that aren't friends with us that may think Bathroom Etiquette might be one they want to listen to.
Yeah, even my mother-in-law thought it was funny. That's the only one she's listened to, but she thought it was very funny.
Okay, yeah, she's got to make time to listen to some more.
Yeah.
Even our mom was on concerts recently, listening to the concert one. She's almost caught up.
She is caught up if she's listening to concerts.
She was impressed with herself.
I'm surprised she figured out how to even find them.
Well, I had to help her.
Oh, I figured.
Now you know she's going to hear this, because she's going to be listening to this one.
Yeah, that's right. She's like me. I'm not a big social media person. And she just doesn't know how to get to stuff.
You're really ratting her out. Yeah.
I am. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Yeah. But that's gonna be in the past, Tracy, by the time our friends listen to our podcast. So follow us on your favorite socials. We hope you are enjoying our podcasts. And listeners, keep sipping. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for listening.